And she's like, ah, yeah, like it was. She
sounds like a fucking like Mario character.
Yeah, she sounded like a villain or some shit, like Koopa Troopa or some shit. Ah! Hey guys, welcome back. We're back, baby. Brian had some friends' weddings to go to.
Like so many weddings.
Crazy.
Like in
a row?
absurd amount of weddings.
That's too many weddings in one week.
That's too many weddings.
That's way too many weddings. But he did it. He survived to tell the tale, and now he's back in sunny California. And we're back with episode 47 of the Lunchtime Serenade podcast. Anytime I have a fork in my hand, I'm compelled to flip it.
Why?
I don't know.
Why is that your thing?
I don't know, man. I really don't know. I wish I knew, but it's bad because it always leads to me dropping the fork somehow because I'll do it until I drop it. And it's a problem. Ow. Today, dude, I did the same shit.
Why is plastic sharp?
I don't know. I did the same shit. It tears so easily. You good? You need a bandy?
No, we're good.
Right.
It's just a
nickel?
top layer.
Just a nickel.
Just a little nickel.
Today we got food from AJ's TexMex Barbecue because it is Memorial Day weekend and people are out grilling and barbecuing, and I figured we might as well partake.
And we live in an apartment, so
yeah, exactly.
We can't really do that.
So I got me a goddamn brisket sandwich. Look at the thickness of this shit. Right off rip. Oh my god, dude. It's as tall as a fucking microphone.
Oh my god.
And we got extra barbecue sauce. And I got some street corn, which I actually might need to take a lactose pill for. Because it's...
The mayo.
Yeah, the mayo. But we'll see. You know what? Actually, no. Fuck it. I'll raw dog it.
Potato salad? Fucking killer.
All right. Let me give this a shot.
I try... For some reason, whenever I get like something that's like expensive meat, like especially barbecue, I'm always like, let me try the sides first.
Yeah.
Because I want to save up, you know?
Yeah, I want to preserve... Oh my god, this looks so good, dude. What the hell? Good shit. Good brisket. All right, let me try this brisket. Yeah. I was gonna say we're gonna need some napkins. So just bring that whole roll, baby.
Nappies. The whole roll, he says.
All 3.
All 12 sheets left.
Wow.
Dude, that's good. And that's like a...
what the shit?
That's like a pretty like reasonable price for barbecue.
That's hearty as hell is what that is, dude. This is big.
I think this whole plate was like... I think it's like $17. You get like a third a pound of meat and a side.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
So I don't fuck with it.
I do. I fuck with it. This is really good. AJ's Tex-Mex. Holy shit. Street corn is incredible.
Big fan.
The brisket, so tender, so juicy. And the sauce itself, let's see. Oh, that's an interesting flavor.
Yeah, it's very like sweet. A little tangy. It's not like most barbecue sauces where they sit so heavily on like the fucking like smokiness of it.
I fuck with that. Wow.
Yeah, dude, me too.
Overall, this is a solid like 9.5. This is great.
Yep. I think the only thing that would make it better is eating it like straight as it's done, you know. But yeah, we gotta do what we gotta do. But yeah, dude, this is
holy shit.
I'm gonna say 9.5.
9.5.
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow.
It like rips off really well. Hell yeah, dude.
It's tender. I've driven by that place a couple times and they just have like 3 huge smokers going all the time. So legit.
Is this the one that's up on like Van Owen in Tahunga?
Mm-mm. That one.
Oh, that's Swing and Door.
Swing and Door that's the one I went to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was it good?
So good. Oh my god, dude, that is the best barbecue I've had.
I used to live down the street from that place, and like my roommate was like, "Dude, you gotta go to this place," and I was like, "One day." Still have
Swing and Door. That was the one I went to that a couple weeks ago, and like, yeah, that's game changing.
I need to go there. It just looks so good.
100%. Let's go. It's incredible. Yeah.
Dude, this was a good move. Happy Memorial Day, everybody.
Happy Memorial Day. Remember to wear your sunscreen and shit.
I also remember stuff and things.
Facts. Well, what are we gonna start this episode off with, man? How was your trip? How are you doing?
It was good. I mean, like the thing about like weddings is that like they're kind of exhausting. In general.
They're like 8-hour events, dude. They're huge.
We had 2 of them, and like it was just a lot. So like we were very tired by the end of it, but they were nice. It was really nice to like see people and like catch up and stuff like that. So that's always super nice. Like Megan was in one of the weddings, and
oh really? Wow.
Yeah, and
that's even more of a time commitment.
Yeah, dude. And like it actually wasn't that bad because like we ended up like pivoting because she had like one of the events for that wedding was at the same time as like the other wedding.
Oh,
so,
wow. Really?
Yeah, so we just like went to the wedding. We were like, okay, it's fine.
Were they both like close enough?
Yeah.
Proximity-wise?
Yeah. So like we stayed at her place in Lawrence, her parents' place in Lawrence. Mm-hmm. And both of the weddings were in Fishers. Well, one of them was in Fishers, one of them was downtown. So it was like nice. A 20-minute difference. Yeah. So went there, hung out, saw a bunch of stuff. She was gorgeous. Holy shit.
Let's go.
And yeah, it was a nice time. But fuck, it was so exhausting. And then we flew back on my birthday. So it was like, really? I spent my birthday on
That's a long trip back, too. Yeah. I mean, like, no matter which way you cut it.
And they routed us through North Carolina. So we flew from Indianapolis to North Carolina to
They did
LA.
that last time I went home, too.
Oh, God, that sucks, dude.
I went to fucking Raleigh. No, not Raleigh. Charlotte.
Yeah, that's where we were. Which, like...
With all the rocking chairs.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of a cool little airport. Mm-hmm. Like, it was pretty easy to, like, find where we were going, so, like, whatever. But, yeah, man, I'm just happy to be back and, like, just be able to relax in my home.
Yeah. That's a long trip, man.
It was.
I mean, not being home for like a week and a half. Yeah. Was crazy.
It was like really like good to see some of those friends though.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Happy to be back. Doing my thing. And just sleeping. We bought a TV and stuff.
You bought a TV?
Yeah.
For the room or what?
Yeah, for our living room just because.
Oh, you didn't have one in your living room before?
We did, but it was the one that Megan had been using since like her freshman year of undergrad.
Gotcha.
So it's like old and was like this big.
Yeah.
So we were like, all right, let's have
splurge.
Yeah, so we can have like because we want to start like entertaining now that like most of our friends are vaxxed and stuff like that, and we have the space for it. So we're like, fuck it, let's do it. Megan bought like a whole bunch of board games that she really wants to try, so I'm kind of excited to break into some of those.
Fuck yeah, big fan of board games. If you guys have a board game night, let me know.
Dude, I think we might want to do one like next weekend if you're available.
So down for that. That sounds great.
Yeah. Let's fucking go.
Love me a good board game weekend.
Me too, dude.
Big fan.
But yeah, man. How about you? It's been like 3 weeks.
I know it has been 3 weeks. Been nothing, just working. I saw a fucking car crash last night. That was wild.
Dude, on my way over here, there was a car in like the reason why it was backed up so far. On one of the on ramps or the off ramps, there was a car on fire. Just like in the lane.
I saw a car on fire like 2 weeks ago. What the fuck is happening?
Dude? LA gets hot and then all the cars are just like,
just combust.
This is it. Just blow up.
Yeah, so last night I was watching A Quiet Place because I'm going to go see the second one tonight, which I'm stoked about. Going to a theater. Oh. I'm so stoked.
What a time,
theaters, man. I don't know why. It's not like I went to them frequently. I just miss it.
Just like the concept of it is nice.
Yeah, it is. So going to see that tonight. So I was catching up on the first one. I was at Mia's house, and so, like, she lives on a pretty busy street. Yeah. And all of a sudden, I just hear, and it's really juxtaposed against this quiet-ass movie. Right. I just hear, like, spinning out, like, right on the street. I'm like, what the fuck? Pause the movie, I run out. This car is, like, the left side is just totally crumpled. The tire's, like, sticking out like this. Like, it's at a
And, like, how far away, like, from it were you at this time?
2 houses down.
Holy shit.
So, like, up 2 houses. So I'm like, holy shit. And, like, you see everyone coming out of their houses and looking and what the fuck is this? Just one car.
Wild.
Just one car. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, was it a hit and run?
Yeah.
So we all, like, raced to the aid of this person.
Right.
And so, like, a couple people were like, this person was fucked up. Like, they had a huge gash right here. They're, like, bleeding all down the side of their face. They seemed like they were definitely concussed.
Okay.
I mean, so
if your car's that fucked up.
Yeah, it was fucked. So people are like helping this person on the ground. They were able to walk and like talk and stuff, so that was fine. That was luckily not too bad. We're like, what happened? Like trying to get this story out. They're like, I don't know, whatever. Couldn't get a straight answer. Paramedics come. It was wild, man. This was the most exciting thing that's happened in weeks. I was living for it.
That's so wild. But there was only one car.
There was one car. I think this person it was that they were drunk, and they hit one of the parked cars like full speed.
Oh, shit.
Full speed, clipped it, spun out. They didn't flip, but they almost flipped because their wheel was literally perpendicular to the ground.
Holy shit, dude.
Parallel to the ground. It was wild.
Good lord.
Yeah.
The whole thing's totaled. That sucks.
Yeah, it's completely totaled. Airbags went off and everything.
Yikes.
They had to get the fucking Oh my god, when they went to open the car door to get like his ID out, it made the worst sound. It was like, and it like ripped off. It was the worst.
The dude just pulls the door off.
The door like was completely off the hinges.
That's insane,
it was
dude.
Terrifying.
And this is like, is it like a residential area or is it just like kind of like this?
It's kind of like this, but
like a little more like
it's lined with. I mean, it's like this. You know, it's a busy street, but it's like lined with houses.
Right.
You know.
Wild, dude.
So, yeah, they were just fucking flying.
It's also wild too to like think you can fuck up a car by like hitting something at like 20 miles an hour. Just because like the amount of momentum that you build up into that, like you can just fuck it up. Like you hit something at 20 miles an hour, you can flip the whole thing.
I know.
So like this dude, if he's going any faster than that, like just makes it even worse.
I know. I saw this video of this tire that came off of a car on the highway, and this other car didn't have time to like swerve. So they just kind of slowed down and hit. I mean, they looked like they slowed down to maybe like 20 miles an hour. So they hit it, they kind of like go bump over it, and then when their back wheels hit it, it flipped their car twice in the air.
Holy
Insane.
shit, dude. That's wild.
Cars are like so fragile. Yeah. It's crazy.
You think about it and you're just like, okay, cool. You're literally driving like a metal tube powered by explosions, and you're just like, this is fine. Everything's fine. And then you hit a bump at a certain period of time, and you're like 30 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Wild, dude.
Scary.
Yeah. Like, the crazy thing, too, is like, when I got rear-ended, like, probably 2 years ago now, on the 405. Yeah. Like, the girl who hit me, her car, like, just based off of, like, the way it looked, because, like, my back end wasn't too bad. There ended up being, like, $2,000 worth of damage, though, because it, like, fucked up my wheel wells and everything. Wow. But the way that she hit me was like, she hit the back of my car, and she was driving a Subaru FRS. So she's pretty low, and I'm in a fucking Ford Fusion, so I'm a little higher. So she hits me and went like underneath me and like lifted me up. And so when we pulled off, like her whole front end was just smushed in, and like the airbags went off, and she still had like the paper plates. So she had like just bought this car, and I felt so bad. I'm like, dude,
I mean, it's
not my fault,
right? Okay.
but I'm sorry. No, because like the dude in front of me was driving like a fucking Lamborghini, slammed on his brakes, going like 70 miles an hour.
Cool.
Because everybody in front of him had slowed down. So I was like, shit.
And they love to slam on the brakes at the last possible minute.
Exactly. So I slammed on my brakes, like skidded a little bit, but like made it. And then that was when I heard her screeching and then hit me. And I was like, fuck,
man.
I was like, I did so well.
So close.
Yeah. But she was like spooked. I felt like really bad because like I like got out of my car and I was like, hey, are you okay? And she was just like sitting there like in her chair, just like, and like.
I mean, that's a bad accident. I mean, like, not all things considered.
Her fucking airbags went off, so I was like, shit.
Her airbags went off?
Yeah. So like it totaled her car.
Yeah. But, shit. So probably, was she like younger-ish?
She was probably about our age, yeah.
Still though, that's probably like, you know, one of her first cars that she bought. I'm like, fuck, that sucks.
Yeah. So it's just I felt bad.
Yeah.
It's just not like a good getting into a car accident. It's just not a good time. It never is.
It's never fun.
It's never serendipitous either. Like you never meet the love of your life at a car accident. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't happen.
Imagine that love story, dude.
What a weird meet cute, dude.
He rear-ended me. I asked for his insurance.
And then I called his insurance and asked for his name, and they were like, "Man, we can't give that to you." So I broke into their office and found his files,
stole his records,
and then changed my name and my appearance, and then slowly weaseled my way into his life. And now we're married. And he's just like sitting there next to him, like, just looking at her. The camera zooms out. He's just like, "What the fuck?" She's like, "Oh, honey, I'm just kidding.
That was a joke."
It's just really elaborate.
Holy shit! Imagine.
That'd be so funny.
I watched this. I watched 2 movies last night. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. Have you seen Promising Young Woman?
Not yet.
Dude.
I've heard incredible things about it.
I don't know how. I think my head is in the sand. I hadn't heard of it till last night.
Really?
Had not heard of it.
Dude, it was nominated for a couple of things with Bo Burnham.
And it won a bunch of things. Yeah. And Bo Burnham was in it. No, I had never heard of this movie. And he's like, I think it's won a lot of awards. We should watch it. I'm like, I fucking never heard of it.
Where was it streaming on?
You can rent it on like Apple TV or whatever. It was only like $5.
I might have it on my FYC stuff then.
Yeah.
Because I got like through the guild.
My man's in a union.
They send us like basically screener codes.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if you could access it.
So I might have it through that because I just got the one for Apple TV.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is all that they're nominated for this year. Wild.
Yeah. So I never heard of it. Whatever. Turn it on. By the title, I was like thinking it was just like I don't know what I thought it was. I did not.
It was like a young adult like coming of age.
Yeah,
story.
I was like, all right, sure, whatever. Like set in the 1800s or some shit like that. I was seriously thinking it was gonna be a period piece, dude, about someone named Jane Elizabeth or some shit like that.
Oh god, that's so funny.
All right, I guess we can watch it. Turn it on. Turns it on. First 10 minutes, I'm fucking hooked. I'm like, no way, this is sick. It was a great movie. Very good movie. Bo Burnham, such a good actor.
Dude, he is. Like,
no idea. I mean, obviously he's very talented, but like he's a great. It's a hard role for him. Like that, his role was a tough role, and he killed it.
That's the thing. Like as of recording, his new special came out today.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Today.
I thought it was next week. Oh,
nope.
I want to watch it. Let's.
Yeah.
Do it.
So that's a thing. I was talking with my buddy Mason. We're just like Bo Burnham seems like a genius. You know,
for sure.
Like I mean, he's a lyrical genius.
Yeah.
No question. But it's like his ability to just make these kinds of things, like fucking 8th grade, such a good movie.
So good.
And like he just was like, I'm gonna make this.
Yeah.
And just directed it. And it was great. So it's like it's weird like watching somebody like have that kind of rise. It's not like as meteoric as like Donald Glover, but he's like carved his niche and like he's a very like well known and respected person in the industry. So it's like kind of cool.
Yeah.
So
super cool.
What a guy.
Yeah, definitely recommend you watch that shit. See if you can.
I'll find it tonight.
Screen it or whatever.
That'll be the move.
Cause fuck, man, that was a great movie.
Hell yeah.
Very well done. Very beautifully shot too. Yeah.
I watched a video series yesterday on like how Roger Deakins like does light and everything. And he was like, well, I started doing this thing where I was like spending like 15 hours building a whole rig to like set up these lights and stuff like that.
What the fuck?
And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Tear it down. Threw up 3 China balls and just shot a scene.
Let's go.
And I was like, it's insane that like you get to like this point of your craft where you're like, I'm like doing all this crazy shit, and then you're like, we don't fucking need that.
Yeah, let's just do this.
Yeah, and they're like, let's just put
Y'all
that
have
there.
a halogen bulb. We're gonna use one of those, and that's it.
We're gonna use this lamp without the lampshade, and that's it.
My man over there's just gonna hold it. He's just gonna hold it right now. We're good.
The best boy. Yeah, he's gonna take this. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. Someone from the makeup department, please. What? This is not. Nope. Just hold the light.
Just stand there. Just look good. You're a practical effect now. Thank you.
Okay.
Congrats.
Redefining how movies are shot. Once you know all the rules, though, you can break them. That's the whole point of
exactly
being an expert at things.
I think that's the thing too, is that like literally all of like the stuff that gets nominated and like does things are never the way that you're like supposed to do it.
Yeah.
So that's why it's kind of beautiful. Just fuck with it.
Yeah.
Fuck around.
Fuck around, man.
Fuck around and find out.
Frick around and find the heck out, dude.
The story of science. The scientific method is literally just fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
It's kind of beautiful.
Absolutely is, man.
Don't
It's
just
like
try
that.
there.
We think that's true. Let's roll with it. Actually, turns out that's false. Let's do something else. All right, I think this is true for now, and then it's true for like 300 years, and then maybe it's not true anymore.
And then we do some weird science space shit.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, it's kind of true, I
We're
guess.
like, this
we
is
don't
why
know.
we thought it was true, but now we understand that it's only half true because of this. And it's like, what the fuck, man?
I remember like my physics class in college, one of my professors being like, no, all these laws and these rules that we say, remember they are still technically theories. They have not been proven.
Right.
They've just been proven really closely. And I was like,
I don't want to.
just like
Tell me it's right.
Yeah, realizing that these people have like spent their entire lives to be like, probably. I don't know.
It seems close.
Yeah.
So
that's like
we're
the
gonna
best
roll with
explanation we got.
Yeah.
So it blows my mind. Love that shit. Let's go
that.
science.
Science fucks, dude.
Science fucks.
Science is an absolute fuck fest.
It's a fuck fest. What a weird Pornhub title.
Science. Science is an absolute fuck fest.
And it's
My
just-
science teacher called me in after class? Question mark. Emotional.
and it's just her like tutoring him for like an hour and a half.
Taking notes.
Yeah, like it's just a normal ass like tutoring session.
Seems like you don't understand the Ptolemaic universe set. So I just want to go over that with you real quick.
That's just on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Just like just a weird tutorial of like
Yeah.
a teacher just tutoring somebody.
Just tutoring someone. Maybe she's just like, I don't know.
You think that's somebody's
mildly
kink, though?
good-looking. Oh, dude.
It's like watching tutoring.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gotta be the
guarantee
thing, right?
I think if you can think of something, it exists. There's nothing is untouched territory anymore.
That's true.
You know?
Good point.
So
It's the original thought rule, man.
I believe it. If someone was like, would absolutely get off to just like someone explaining, I don't know, the water cycle or something.
Someone explaining like kinematics.
Yeah, right?
They're like, it's V1 minus V2.
Like,
And they're like,
oh, how many V's are there? Tell me other V's.
give me another V. Oh my god.
Oh, holy shit. Getting hard about algebra. Just like all the variables. Oh, you can use any letter as to represent something else?
Someone's explaining the unit circle, and like with each like upgrade to it, they're just like,
fuck. Tell me about the derivatives. Yeah, what's the fourth derivative of x squared?
Tell me what the derivative of cant is. Or tan? That's what it is. That's what I was looking for. Cant? I combined cosine and tangent to make cant.
Cangent.
A cangent.
Cosecant. Oh, fuck.
Dude, I forgot what the integrals of them are.
I don't know shit.
Is it integrals when you flip it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Dude. I don't do math. Fuck it.
Derivative, I know. I don't really know how to... I know the rule. I don't know what they mean anymore.
Yeah, I don't
like
either.
X squared, first derivative of X squared is 2X.
Do you remember when that was like... What like that's what controlled our lives, was like trying to figure out that shit. Like that's all we had to worry about.
Yeah.
And now it's just like I don't even remember any of that.
This is important.
Yeah.
You really need to know this.
Those of you going to engineering school, you're gonna need this. I'm like, well,
fuck, I am going to engineering school.
But I did math once, and I was like, eh.
Right? Well, I mean, come on. Any fucking nerds out there actually know calculus? No.
That was like. Silas was just like, they always told us that, like, oh, you're never going to have a calculator. He's like, I literally don't do math by hand anymore.
Who does math by hand?
He's like, I put everything into a program and then it tells me what to do.
I can't remember the last time I wrote a number down.
Yeah, me either.
Like, seriously, like, put a pen and paper and, like, wrote an equation.
The only time I did it was when I was, like, getting started in the industry and I was, like, writing down everything, like, step by step. Yeah. Have not even, like, opened that notebook in, like, 2 years.
Right? I'm going to say, like...
No idea. I don't
even play Pictionary with real paper. I play online. Like, what the fuck?
You're right. That's true.
What? I don't know why they're like, well, you're going to need to learn how to do it without tools. And then, like, the tools will just, like, be, simple guides. And it's just like, fuck off, dude. Let me use a calculator.
I think people just underestimated the expansiveness of the internet.
Yeah, I think so.
So sad.
Speaking of calculators, I did a calculator speedrun on Twitch.
I saw that, dude.
So my hand was fucked up for like a day.
What, like, were you just doing this the whole time?
Yeah, so literally there's a calculator app that on the Switch that costs money.
Which is insane,
it's so stupid. And I saw a bunch of people doing this. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking do it. I did 1 + 1 + 1 + 1, whatever. So I just hit the equals button until I get to 100,000. Or was it 100,000? Yeah, it was 100,000.
Bro.
Insane, first of all. And so yeah, I think I was literally just going like this. I'd go like on the controller. It took me like 2.5 hours almost just doing this.
How many unique viewers did you have?
I think like 50, which was nice. Not even worth it.
Dude,
I did that for 50 people.
Just 50 people just sitting there watching some dude just increment up on a calculator. That's incredible.
Oh my god, my hand, my forearm, it was shot that like the next day I literally like trying to like hold a fork. I was like, I had to use my left hand. It was
just like carpal tunnel all the hell.
Yeah.
You have to like wear like a brace for a little bit.
It was the worst.
Oh my god.
And I don't even think I remember to save the VOD, so it's lost.
So it's just gone. I did that for 2.5 hours, and there's no proof of it.
I can't even, like, I think it expired off the Twitch channel, so I can't even find it anymore.
Oh, that's so sad.
So sad, but, hey.
Oh my god,
now I can say I did
what a fucking time, Jesus Christ.
What a time. It was not worth it, I'll tell you that. Dude. And now I have, like, a permanent cramp here. Like, I'll feel it cramp whenever I, like, stretch out too far. I, like, feel this tendon cramp up. It's bad.
You just feel it, like, you, like, bulge out a little bit. Like, you just see it. Ugh.
Yeah, god, not a fan. Not a fan.
Rough.
Can't do it.
What, like, how do you, like, roll out a hand cramp?
I don't know.
Just rub it against something like this?
Yeah, I guess. I just wait it out, but...
Somebody tell us how to do that. How do you stretch your hands? Like, other than just, like, doing that?
I mean, there are muscle... Can your hands get buff? I mean, there's, like, muscle fibers in there, right? Like
it's like the thing with SpongeBob where he, like, walks it out.
Yeah.
And he's, like, flexing and shit with his hand. Finger strength.
I mean, like, finger strength is real, like, climbers and shit, but, like, why don't you ever, like, get buff on your hands? Like, why can't I, like, flex my finger, you know? Like,
is it just tendons? Like, is that it?
I don't know.
How do hands work? Hands are weird.
Any hand doctors in chat?
Dude, Megan, the reason why she doesn't like monkeys is because their hands are too close to ours. She's like, so it's like this weird uncanny valley thing where she's just like they're so close to being humans that they're not. And it's like and it's very off-putting. So she's like,
it's weird.
Terrified of monkeys, and because she looked up found one on like Instagram, all of like her like when she goes to search is just a shit ton of monkeys, and she's like, I can't do this. It's so funny.
Fucking with her, man. That's so good.
It's so funny. She's doing her best. Just trying her hardest.
Just trying. That's so good, man. Instagram's fucked, dude. The algorithm's fucked. I hate Instagram.
Me too.
It's like the worst thing I could possibly think of.
Right. And I like Twitter is kind of like the last, I guess, like social media bastion, if you will. And it's still just awful because everybody there sucks. Yeah. It's so annoying. It's like all social media is just bad.
It's not good.
So frustrating.
Bad, not good. But it's unfortunately a little bit necessary depending on, what you want to do,
especially for like fucking artists and stuff. And now that you have like a whole bunch of people like on this NFT train where they're like trying to like make a shit ton of money off their NFTs, but then like the rest of the internet's like, bro, this is fucked up. Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Yeah. So it's like this weird infighting now, like especially in like photography Twitter, which is like, I'm like a big lurker in it. Like I follow like a lot of like the bigger photographers, and they're all just like selling this photo for like 1 Ethereum, and I was like, fucking that's
$1,000.
Yeah, I was just like, that's like $2,000, dude. Holy shit. And like people are buying it, and then the comments they're all just like, hey, fuck you.
That's the crazy part. It's literally like, oh my god, who was it? I don't remember. Some artist, like music artist in the electronic scene, they're like, yeah, so I'm selling like I'm minting 1 of 1 NFT of my album, like that, my 3-year-old album, just the cover though. He's like, I made an animated version of it. I'm like, what the? It's not even. It's just like the cover, but like it loops in a GIF. Like there's some like particles or some shit like that. He's like, it's up for auction now, whatever. And like, it had bids because people will bid on that shit. But all of the replies to that tweet were like, man, what the fuck?
Just why are you this
bro? Like,
way?
what are you doing? Like, this is like, come on, man.
This ain't it, man.
Yeah, this ain't it. Like, what do you, like? Are you that money hungry? Like, what do you do? Like, this is a 3-year-old album. Like, what are you doing? Blah blah blah.
Was it like their big album?
No, not even that. It wasn't even like their breakout album. It was just like an album.
It was just one of them. They were like, we just like albums. This one the most.
It's like, sure, that one's cool.
That's so
I could
funny,
probably animate that one cooler than the other ones. It was just, and it just
like I watched an After Effects tutorial. Yeah, I could probably add
it's like I could just make something. Oh,
that's so wild, man.
Stupid as hell.
Yeah, it's funny too because like I feel bad because it's like very much like a way for artists to like actually make good money off of their stuff.
Like, yeah, I mean, but it's hard to hate the hustle, but it's easy.
All based off crypto, which is kind of destroying the environment as well. So that's great.
It's very. I'm very on the fence about it. It's tough. It's hard to say anything is right or wrong.
Like if it wasn't based off of crypto, like if it wasn't in the blockchain, probably would be fine with it. But then it's like you're still just buying prints. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird. It's like a double-edged sword of it, but overall bad. Yeah, just a bad thing.
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
get the bag. I respect the hustle.
Yeah, that's kind of like hot tub streamers. Did you see the like change of guidelines and stuff like that for it?
They now introduced a new category.
Yep.
They're not just chatting anymore. There's pools, hot tubs, and beaches or something like that. Or lakes.
It's wild now that you because you have like just chatting like variety streamers and stuff like that, but now you legitimately have hot tub streamers. They're like, I am a hot tub streamer.
Yeah. Like that's your lane. That's crazy.
That's insane.
We need to do a hot tub stream. I just need to figure out where to do it. Like
we should just rent out your buddies.
That's true. We can rent out.
Just do that. Yeah. We'll just see if anybody like notices that it's like the same one in all these other streams. Funny. But yeah, dude, like every time I like open up Twitch and go to like my like homepage, it's just it's like Amarnath and like all of the like hot tub streamers, and I'm just like, what's happening? I was like, what? I'm like, why is this being targeted to me? All of my streamers are people that don't have cameras.
Right. Oh, really?
Yeah, most of the ones that I follow like don't really have cameras. Oh, wow. Like they're just playing the game.
Fuck yeah.
It's kind of fun.
That's cool.
Except for all the mini painters because they're like, they've got like 12 cameras because they're like, look at this tiny ass thing I'm painting.
There's this guy that I watch on Twitch that sometimes, not all the time, he makes custom keyboards for people.
Oh, that's tight.
So sick, dude.
That's so cool.
It's
I love
so
that shit.
Sick. And he'll like big streamers will like commission him to like make these keyboards, and they're like so intricately done, and he'll like do all the soldering, and oh my god, it's so cool.
That's dope. I love that so much.
1 million camera angles. But it's cool.
Dude, you gotta cover them bases.
That's true. So I went on a hike yesterday, dude, and hike is in quotation marks. It's like it's a walk up a little hill. It's not bad.
That's more than like most places. Though.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
It still counts. That's a hike.
about a mile that way. It's called Fryman Canyon, and it's a nice little hike. It'll get the blood pumping. It takes less than an hour to do the whole thing, top to like start to finish. And so I'm walking there, doing my thing. I see this guy walking towards me. It's just like him and some girl, and I didn't recognize the girl, but I'm like from far away. He's walking towards me. I'm like, yo, this guy looks so familiar. Who the fuck is this guy? So familiar. Gets closer, and I see like he's got like parted hair like this. I'm like, yo, that's Baby No Money, dude. I was like, there's no way. I'm like, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, dude, this guy's so sick. This guy's music is so good. I'm like,
just like on a hike too.
Yeah, on a hike, chilling.
Yeah, not like in the city somewhere or at like a restaurant.
Right.
Just on a hike.
On a hike, and I'm like,
wild.
What the fuck? And my brain freaks. I'm like, what do I'm like, I gotta say hi to him. Like, I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm like, this is so stupid. So I was like, hey, baby.
Were you alone?
No.
That's even funnier. Oh my god.
There were 3 other people with me, and I was like, "Babe, hey, baby," and he passes, and we dap it. I mean, he was cool with it. He was like, "Yo, what's good?" We dap it up. I'm like, "Yo, it's like have a good hike, man." He's like, "You too," and they're like, "Is that one of your friends?" And I'm like,
"If only."
I was like, "No, this is not one of my friends." I was like, you heard of this rapper, Baby No Money? They're like, "What?" I was like, "It's spelled like I don't know if it's spelled like BBNO $." And they're like, maybe, I don't know. And I'm like, you've definitely heard this fucking song. I play like La La La.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I've heard that song. It's on TikTok. I'm like, yeah, all of his songs are like TikTok fucking
because he's like internet famous.
Yeah. I'm like, you've definitely heard of this guy's music. And they're like, no way, that was him. And I was like, yeah. They're like, I didn't know. I was like, whatever. I'm like, it was so, but literally my brain, I was just like, hey, baby. Like, I said it like that. Like I was fucking like
that's
hey,
the first thing that came to your head.
Yeah.
You're like, he's probably Italian, right? Let me do this real quick.
Hey, baby. Dap it up. It was so funny.
Dude, I love that he was just like cool as shit, too.
He was so cool. He was so cool with it. He was
what
like,
a guy.
That's good, man. And then at the bottom of the hike, I see this Tesla coming towards us, and I look inside, fucking Jimmy Tatro.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, is this who the fuck lives here? Who
Are they
lives
just
in this
doing
area?
this thing?
They were just doing his thing. He was just driving past, apparently maybe going to his house. I don't know.
Good for him, dude.
Cool as fuck, man. I was like, what a star-studded hike.
What a weird excursion, though.
Such a weird excursion.
Like, those 2 people?
Yeah.
I guess they live in the valley. Fucking.
I guess. I mean, I feel like we're close enough to, like, the hills, like the Hollywood Hills or, like, the whatever, that, like, decent amount of internet people live here. It's mostly internet people.
It's mostly internet people
that I've seen around here.
Yeah.
It's not like actual like Hollywood celebrities, but at this point they're like they're fucking almost bigger than Hollywood celebrities,
Yeah, at this point.
But there's I don't know. I feel like they're too like I don't know. I'm not gonna speak for fucking celebrities or internet people. It's just like I feel like this is more of an internet person area than like the Hollywood Hills.
Right. Yeah. I agree. Dude, that's like Megan, like her shop is in Encino.
Yeah.
So it's like mostly kind of like older people and like
but rich as fuck
that have so much goddamn money. And she like posted on her Instagram the other day and she was like, Jacob Sartorius buys his weed here. And I was like, that kid's old enough to buy weed?
Isn't he like 15?
Yeah, I was like, don't you have to be 21 to buy weed? Actually, you know what?
Let's look up how old he is. I feel like I just have this permanent image of him being 15 in my mind.
Yeah, same.
But he's probably like, obviously he's 21.
Yeah, he's 18.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Don't you have to be 21?
Yeah.
He's the guy I'm thinking of, right?
Yeah.
That's the kid.
The fucking kid from like, he made that like,
what is he from?
He released his debut single Sweatshirt, which reached Hot 100 charts in the United States and Canada. And I think it's like all about like his girlfriend like borrowing his sweatshirt. It's
that's like, like cutesy, bro. Like middle schooler music. That's a good thought. He was like
people also search for Millie Bobby Brown, Charlie Heaton.
Who's that?
He's the older brother in Stranger Things. The kind of gaunt one.
Yeah.
Baby Ariel, Matthew David Morris, Pat Sartorius,
probably
which just looks like his mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lauren Gray, who's like startlingly like perfect.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Who is this person?
Lauren Gray's like a singer.
American model, singer, and social media personality.
Yeah, like one of those.
Dude, the fact that you can say that like
singer.
you're like a social media personality is wild to me. Blows my mind.
And it's inevitable once you become a social media personality, you are like, I can make music.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep. And they can't, but that's why they hire everybody else.
That's true. That's like Bella Portia's music video though. That was kind of wild, dude.
I haven't seen it.
She's that girl on TikTok who literally like. even if you're not on TikTok, I don't know if you've ever seen like she went viral or like is famous for like just doing those like close-ups of her face where she's like, no, yeah. Anyways, she had like the #1 most viewed TikTok, and it was just her going like, wild.
Just doing like anime reactions.
Yeah, like weird. To like a song, and she's like, you know, with like a camera on her face.
So weird.
It's very odd, but she like is huge on TikTok, like probably the biggest TikTok or whatever. And she's like, I'm coming out with a song, whatever. And I was like, okay, I'm sure. Like,
gotta get
of course
the bag.
She's coming out with a song. Music video was really dope.
Oh,
super cool.
Hell yeah.
The song actually kind of slaps. Like,
how many people wrote it though?
That's the thing. I don't know. I was like,
who wrote the song for her?
Let me see just the metrics on this fucking song. Actually, I think I can check who wrote it on Spotify too.
Hell yeah, because I think they normally do. Well, I usually see like with a label that has done it.
Yeah.
Like usually you have to look it up on like Billboard or something.
Let's
it's like
see,
when
song
I find
credits. Performed by Bella Porch, written by Bella Porch, David Arkwright, Ellie Rizek, Justin Gamella, Salim Elise, Suburban. It's like 8 or 9
Jesus
writers.
Christ, okay. It counts, but not really.
Yeah, so it came out 2 weeks ago. It's got 50 million on Spotify.
Holy shit, dude.
How many on YouTube? I think it got like 20 million in the first like day on YouTube.
Wild, dude.
Crazy.
It's insane.
But honestly, I will admit that's one of the better done like musical endeavors of an internet personality.
That's nice. I appreciate that. Like it's always annoying to me when it like is clearly a cash grab.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless but at least based off of this, it seems like she genuinely had like a vision for it.
Yeah,
so that's
I
kind
think
of cool.
she did, or at least her team did, and it was very well done. And she had like all kinds of like Valkyrie, all these streamers. Mia Khalifa was in the music video, like all kinds of like
sick,
all kinds of people. It was kind of cool to watch.
Do you think they had to just pay like a ridiculous appearance fee?
I don't know.
What do you think an appearance fee for like Pokimane is? Do you think she has an appearance fee?
I don't like. I feel they're like friends though, you know, like
right.
Like so. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they're not doing it for free, but I can imagine if it's just like some like E3 summit or like needs Pokimane to speak on a panel. I'm sure it's like 6 figures for sure, or close to it.
That's so crazy.
But if it's like I don't know, if it's like a friend asking you to be in a music video, who the fuck knows?
Right. That's wild, dude.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Crazy.
That's like the thing that I love about like Nade Shot and stuff like that is that like they're still technically like internet personalities, but it's like they built like a company.
Yeah.
Bro, did you see that he got the outline done?
He did?
Yeah.
No way.
And it's on his fucking neck right there.
Holy shit, dude.
So for those that don't know what it is, Nade Shot posted a thing like just about like gaming in general, and Frosty, who's like another streamer, tweeted at him and goes, yo, how many retweets to get sex is temporary, gaming is forever tattooed on your body? He goes 100,000, and in like 2 hours it hit 100,000 because all the other streamers are like, yo, go retweet this. They're like, please do this. And he was like I thought y'all were my friends, what the hell is this?
That's so
and
good.
So hit it, and they were just like, so you gonna do it?
Gaming is forever.
Yeah. And then like I think he had another thing that was like, you guys get to choose where it goes. And he gave them like options, and they picked like bold. Next. So it's like right here, and it's just gonna say "sex is temporary, gaming is forever." And I think that's so funny, dude. That he was just like, "Yeah, fine." He's like, "Put up or shut up," I guess.
I guess, man.
It's so funny.
It's wild.
He's just gonna have that forever. He'll probably cover it up in a couple of years, like when the novelty's gone. Right. But that's just. Can you imagine walking like into like a Ralph's? Just rolling in with that.
That's tight as fuck, dude. That is a cool tattoo.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
I don't care what you say. I don't care your view on tattoos. That's a sick ass tattoo.
Coming from the guy who has digital across his stomach.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It looks great.
Thank you.
That's like the best part of it is that like you look at it and the one that always gets me is fucking what is it? Adam Levine from Maroon 5 has California across like his stomach.
He does.
And it's just like,
why the fuck would you write California?
Yeah, why? It'd be really funny if he just like wasn't from California too. He's from like Michigan. Yeah. And he has California across his stomach.
I always wanted to go there.
I just always wanted to. It
seems so cool. They have an ocean. We just have one big lake. I'd love to be in the sun in California. They have palm trees everywhere.
They have palm trees? It's just a fucking E. There's like a completely different word. He's thinking of something entirely different. And there's like, Adam, I don't think... He's like, yes, the small trees that you clip with scissors. No, that's a bonsai tree.
No, but they have those in California, and I'd like to go. I'd love to go there.
This impression is wonderful. I love that so much.
I don't know what the accent is.
It doesn't make any sense.
Like half like surfer dude, half like Eastern European.
Yeah. Like he's wearing like a tracksuit while surfing.
Yeah.
He's got like a weird bowl cut too.
Yeah. I'm shredding the gnar here in California. I am hanging time.
You know, there's so much pain in the world, but in here there is only happiness.
There's just pure vibes here in California. You know, on the 405, on the 110. I could take the 110 to the 405.
I want the Californian skit, but everybody sounds like this guy. It's just like this caricature of Adam Levine, just like doing his best.
Oh my god.
That's so funny, dude.
I am in misery.
I am in misery. Oh my god, what a...
Sunday morning, rain is falling. It's gotten more European the longer I've done the accent.
It's just like a different person at this point. It's like some dude who's just like catfishing someone as Adam Levine. Like that's who it is.
Really hard.
Adam Levine. Excuse
Adam
me.
Devine, Adam Levine.
That always trips me up, and they're two very different people.
Super different.
Soup's
different.
Just
couldn't be more differentiation.
Differentiation.
They could not be more different. I'm a man from Michigan who loves to be in California. The other one is a workaholic and he loves to work. I have learned this from the TV. He has two friends and they get into all sorts of capers.
Capers? They're just in like a pool filled with capers.
Yeah.
They're just like, why do we have all these capers?
What's up with these capers, man?
Dude, they're like... I love how there's always like a trio or something like that in a TV show, and like one of them goes on to be like much more successful than the others.
Yeah.
Because it's like the guy who plays Blake like does like a bunch of stuff. Like he's been in a lot of things, but like you don't really see like Anders very much around. And then it's like
doesn't he direct a lot?
I think so. Like I think that's like
kind of like Lonely Island. How like fucking Andy Samberg killing it. But like, what's his name? Jorma and Akiva. They like direct like a bunch. Yeah. They're like more behind the scenes guys, but they're still kind of killing it in their own way.
And it's like it's just like wild to like always see like how that kind of the trio breaks out into the world. It's so strange.
Yeah.
Because like you look at like Rob McElhenney and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where like Charlie Day for some reason got into like Pacific Rim and like all these features.
He's like
and
a
stuff
fucking
like that.
like Hollywood blockbuster actor.
Yeah. And then like Glenn Howerton's on AP Bio, which is just not really a good show. I watched like the first season and I was like,
not great.
I
can't see him as anything but Dennis.
Exactly.
And like when he's not Dennis to his full potential and like able to, you know, when he has like a PG rating attached to it, it's hard to be like, he's not really.
And that character is basically
it's
Dennis but PG.
Yeah, exactly. And
it's
like it doesn't translate well.
Yeah, it's just strange. And so like then you have like Rob McElhenney like doing now like Mythic Quest and shit too. So,
Mythic Quest is good.
It is. It's very good. I watched like the first episode and I was like, I should probably.
It's like Silicon Valley, but like with fucking Rob McElhenney.
And fucking Ashley Birch is in it. I don't know if you know who that is, but she's
who does she play? Is she the Australian girl?
No, I can't remember the name of her character. Like I said, I only watched the first episode. Right. But she had a YouTube channel called Hey Ash, What You Playing, where she would like make YouTube videos based off of like random video games that she was playing and stuff, like in her apartment. Yeah. She went and like worked for like Rocket Jump for a while and like Rooster Teeth and everything.
Dude, that was the fucking prime internet era.
What a wonderful time. Like them and like Corridor and everything. Just
Corridor's still doing shit. Dude, they're doing Rocket Jump.
Yeah, Rocket Jump's still around. Like they're still doing like the film school and stuff like that. But like Corridor is just crushing it. Always doing great. Yeah. But yeah, they're still like my favorite YouTube channel just because every time I watch them I'm just like it feels nice. Yeah. But yeah, dude, like it's like weird watching that kind of like those things evolve and hit different places.
It's cool as fuck.
But yeah, Ashley Birch now does like a bunch of VO work and stuff. So she's Aloy in Horizon Zero Dawn.
Really?
Yeah, that's her.
That's tight as fuck.
So it's like she's just moving on. I love this shit.
I fuck with that. Let's go, dude. Let's go. We love to see people succeeding.
Dude,
that's
absolutely.
what it's all about.
And I love like watching it come from like the internet. And not from like kind of like the TikTok like e-boy kind of shit,
but where it's like somebody, I've been grinding it out for years on YouTube.
Yeah, started in like my niche that I really care about and really like I'm doing this because I love it, and then they explode and are like crushing.
That shit hits our strings, dude. Man,
that's I love it. Fucking I love watching that shit. Yeah. It's so nice. It's so good.
Yeah. I got a wild deep dive that I went on this past week, man. So
real quick.
Yeah.
Do you like find something and then you're like, I gotta know more.
Yes.
And then you just keep you just happen upon something.
Yeah.
Is that how it goes, or do you like seek something out?
I happen upon these things usually, and I'm like, no fucking way. What?
Hence the squid.
Yeah, the squid, like shit like that.
Okay.
And I'm like, I gotta find out more about this. So there's this person that is always, not always, but a good amount of time, always playing tennis when I'm playing tennis at the same time. Okay, none of that made sense. I said, when I play tennis, there is often an individual who plays on a different court adjacent to the court I'm playing on.
They are there with you,
yes,
but not with you.
Yes.
Yeah, got it.
And the first time I saw her, I remember she was like doing her tennis grunt really loudly, and you know she's like, ah, yeah, like it was
sounds like a fucking like Mario character.
Yeah, she sounded like a villain or some shit, like Koopa Troopa or some shit. Wah!
Oh my god, it's Baby Bowser just like hitting the fucking balls across the tort.
And so I'm like, balls across the tortilla?
It's
a tortilla. Tennis on a tortilla,
dude. Fucking tort has become it's the law that's not a law. Yeah.
There you go.
Something.
Torts.
Anyways, tennis.
So I'm like, what's going on? So I like look over who the fuck's making so much noise. It's this lady, not dressed for tennis. Like she's got a big old floppy hat on. She has a tiny little sundress on, tiniest little sundress I've ever seen. Like no sports bra, like leaving nothing to the.
That would hurt.
I know, it looked very painful. Like leaving nothing to the imagination. I'm like, that is very interesting, isn't it? Like, what an interesting thing. And it looked like she was in a class. I was like,
it's like a conscious effort that this person made.
I was like, this is a real. I was like, it looked like she just like, I got a baby shower at 5, but I'm gonna go play tennis. Like, it literally was like, it's what it looked like.
When you're trying to hit 2 birds with one stone,
exactly.
like you don't want to go back home to change.
Yeah, she's like, I can make
funny.
it. So I'm like, that's very interesting. Like, what an interesting person. Didn't think anything else of it. Second time I saw her, she was doing the same thing, wearing another very skimpy dress, playing tennis. I mean, like in a group class with children. I'm like, what? This is very odd. Like, and then after that, after she finished, I'm still playing, and I see her. She has a photographer now, like this guy with like a big ass camera. And he follows her around, and she's like posing, but like she gets on the ground, like on all fours, and she's like lifting up her skirt, and this guy's like taking pictures of her. I'm like, wow, okay.
You're like, oh, that's where this
like in the
going.
Middle of a park. I'm like, wow, alrighty.
Was he taking photos of her while she was like playing tennis too?
Yeah. But I didn't notice him until he because he was in the other court with her.
He's like in a tree somewhere.
Just so I'm like, what the fuck. I was like, that's interesting. I was like, they're in a park. There's kids here. Like, that's going to put you on a list real quick. Like, you're literally, like, exposing yourself in the middle of a park. I'm like, but all right.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Do your thing.
Do you need anything?
So, she's doing her thing, and I'm like, I was like, what do you think that's all about? And so the next time I saw her, I overhear her talking. This time she's on the court right next to me. And I overhear her talking about her TikTok. And mind you, she's maybe like 50. She's got to be like in her 50s.
Oh, she's like an
older lady.
I thought she was like our age.
No, she's like an older lady in her 50s. Well, she's actually 48 exactly. Anyways, I'll get
to the deep dive. Yeah. We're getting there.
So she's like talking about her like TikTok. She's like, I've got like 50,000 followers on TikTok. Just like bullshit no one gives a fuck about, except for the people who have 50,000 followers on TikTok. And I was like, what? I was like, is that what is she doing that on TikTok? Like, what is the deal? And so I'm like, I gotta find out more about this lady.
Wait, real quick. Did you go on the deep dive while you were at the tennis court? Or did you come
it was
back?
Afterwards, because I needed a way to find. I'm like, all right, I know she has a TikTok. I just need a way to find her. Like, and then I can, go on a deep dive. And she had the same
slightly creepy, but also
slightly creepy.
But like, you want to know,
right?
Like, they're on the internet.
Right.
Why not?
She's like a public persona, I suppose. She had that same photographer there taking pictures of her, and then like she had this car pulled up and next to the court we were playing at, and she asked the photographer to go get something from the car, and he's like, okay, yeah. He like passed our court. He's like, I'm really sorry, and I'm like, oh, it's fine, whatever. Passed by our court. He gets something from the car. It's a hot day, mind you. I look in the car. Her mom, her very, very frail old mother, is sitting in the car in the heat. I'm like, what the fuck?
Lower a window or something. Jesus.
Her window is rolled down, but like it's hot as fuck in the car. Like
Jesus,
her mom is old, dude. Old as dirt. Like pushing 90.
Maybe the heat's like good for her though,
I guess.
Loosens up the joints.
I guess. But she's like playing tennis and like taking these pictures, and her mom is just there like watching her in the car, and I'm like, what is the dynamic here? This is very interesting.
Does she live with her mother?
Right? I'm like, what is going on? I need an in. And so I overhear someone say, Phoebe. And then we're talking to her. And I was like, all right, I've got my
Dude, you got to work for the FBI.
Right?
That's incredible. Off of a name, you're like, let's go.
Mind you, the Google search wasn't that hard to find. I was like, okay, I typed in Phoebe, Studio City, TikTok, tennis.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I would do.
4 things.
Yeah.
Instantly her shit came up. I was like, all right, let's fucking
We're
go.
in.
Like, let's fucking go, boys. So she's an actress, right?
Naturally.
She's like posted screenshots of her credits or whatever on her IMDb credits.
Tight.
The first credit is she played herself on an episode of Botched, the plastic surgery show. And
good start.
I was like, all right, interesting. So I find that episode. And she's like, I want a nose job. Like, my nose is really fucked up. I get paparazzi'd on the daily all day long. I'm like, she gets paparazzi'd all day long? What's this about? So I look a little farther, and I go, like page 2, page 3 of Google. It's just like random websites, like random blogs with 0 followers. And it's like, Phoebe Price spotted playing tennis in Los Angeles. Phoebe Price goes for a walk. And I'm like, what? The pictures that this guy is taking, she's acting. I don't know if she's putting them up, if she's paying him to put them up, or if he's like paying people to put them up. Those are the paparazzi photos, the candid paparazzi photos. And she like...
Is her playing tennis in a sundress?
Yeah.
Bro.
And so like...
Holy shit.
I think I don't know if it's like to fuel her own ego or whatever, but like it's not like people are like, oh yeah, I need pictures of Phoebe. Like whatever. Like this guy just, I think, puts them up on random like empty blogs.
That's wild,
so her name
dude.
comes up on Google or whatever the fuck. So anyways, her episode on Botched was her like trying to get his nose job, and they're like, all right, we'll go into the exam room. They go into the exam room, and they put like, they're about to like examine her nose. They put a Q-tip in her nose, right? She freaks out. She's like, no, oh God, oh what? So dramatic. I'm like, what? They're like, ma'am, it's just a Q-tip. Like, we're just like looking around, whatever.
We're gonna cut your nose open.
Yeah,
what are you concerned about now?
And she's like, I can't do this. And so she like couldn't do it. She didn't go through the surgery because she couldn't get the Q-tip in her. Like, she didn't want the Q-tip in her nose or something. And they're like, we've determined you're not very a good candidate for plastic surgery. Like, thanks for coming in, but we're not gonna operate on you.
But you need to leave.
Yeah. And so then they do like a talking head of her. They're like, I'm just really glad the doctors, said I didn't need it or whatever. Like, I've always been self-conscious, but I guess they think I'm beautiful, whatever. Like shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's not at all what happened.
I'm like, wild. Okay, all right. So I do some more searching. All of her TikToks are like basically just like her in like a bra, barely, like going like this, like bouncing up and down, like not even lip syncing well. Like, it's funny because the way she lip syncs is she'll just be like, and she'll just bounce up and down, and like that'll be her TikTok for the day.
Does she have like a lot of followers? Well, you said
she
like 50,000?
has 50,000. They're all purchased, clearly.
Cool.
Because the numbers don't match up.
Does she have any like views and stuff?
She'll go like 100 on a TikTok. She'll get like 100 views or something like that.
What the fuck?
The TikTok algorithm is weird, but she also has 50,000 on Instagram, but she only gets like 20 likes per picture.
Wild.
Which, again, could just be Instagram's shadow banning because Instagram's a piece of shit. But like, dude, I was so
That's so strange.
Interested. Like, it's very interesting. And she like has friends that I guess were on reality TV. I don't really know, but like her whole thing is like she is faking it till she makes it. Like, she's taking it to the like next level though, where I think even she started to believe it. That's the thing. Like, I respect the hustle. I respect faking it till you make it. But like, she literally has these like fabricated like life for herself. Like
hiring your own paparazzi
this guy to follow her around everywhere.
That's so weird.
And then all
good
of
for
the
that
things,
guy though.
I know. I mean,
like,
he's getting a bag
tight.
for sure. But like, it's very interesting. And she's in a movie I saw on Amazon Prime, and I'm like, I gotta rent this fucking movie. So I rented the movie, and it's about a rabbi who moves to LA to become a DJ, country music singer. Yeah.
Okay.
And she plays his mom. Although she is probably the same age as him. She looks even younger than him, actually, in the movie. One of the worst movies I've ever seen. Like, I get it's like not they it's like it was literally like a 8th grade school project. Like there was no continuity. There was no like from one scene
it was like
to
a
the
Neil
next.
Breen movie.
Yeah, it was like Neil Breen. It was like a Neil Breen movie,
dude.
but like I couldn't follow what was happening.
That's wild.
Wild, absolutely wild. And I'm just very fascinated with this lady. Turns out she lives in that building.
Really?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
She lives in that building right there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What's up, Phoebe? How you doing?
Phoebe.
Phoebe. Let's go fucking dap it up with Phoebe real quick. Dude,
So
that's
very,
hilarious.
Very interesting.
Dude, did you have like the moment where you like were figuring it out and then you were like, you clicked it and you were like,
I'm like, what?
and you like turn around and look at the building?
That's no. I saw her.
Oh, fuck.
I saw her. Well, I didn't try to Google her home address. I wasn't that creepy.
You're like, where does she
Where does Phoebe live? I wasn't that creepy. But I saw someone walking. I was like, that lady has the same dog as Phoebe because I know now what Phoebe's dog looks like. And I was like, she is wearing the same kinds of dresses that Phoebe wears. And I'm like, that's Phoebe.
That's her, dude.
Like she's walking on the street.
That's the person.
And then she went into that building.
Dude,
Let's go.
that's insane.
Yeah.
What a wild ride that is.
So crazy. Like, so it's so interesting. Like, I kind of feel, I don't know if she's done this out of like a delusion or if she's done this out of just like
she's just really craves the attention.
right. I don't know what it is. I mean, like, it's very interesting. I'm not going to shit on her because I don't know why she's doing this, but like, you know, it could be for a multitude of reasons. It's just so interesting.
That's so wild,
You know?
dude. That's just like that by its. Excuse me. That by itself could be like a feature.
Yeah.
Like that could be a movie.
Yeah.
That's so wild.
She has this guy follow her all the time when she plays tennis. And those are the paparazzi pics. Like, those are her paparazzi pics. She claims she gets paparazzi on the daily. And
you get paparazzi on the daily, but, like, you have no reason to be paparazzi.
I know. And that's
so,
the people are like, why does she get paparazzi? Like, what is it for? It's so wild.
Everyone's just confused. They're just like, what's going on?
I mean, she's... But the thing is, like, it would make sense if she was better at marketing. Phoebe, if you're watching this, I have a couple of, like, just
some
constructive
notes,
criticism.
You know, just some notes.
Your marketing could use some work. Like, faking being famous, people have made so much money off of faking being famous. You just got to know how to market yourself, baby girl. You can't be just word of mouth at the tennis courts at Beeman. Like, you got to... You got to put some work in, like, make your SEO a little better. You know?
Yeah.
Like, optimize your Instagram.
Just add some more buzzwords into the title,
right?
You know, just a little bit.
Like, people create the illusion of being famous all the time, and that fuels their fame. You're so close. You're just missing a couple things. It's so interesting.
You're gonna get there, Phoebe.
You're gonna get there. Let me know because I'll be so proud. I'll be a proud neighbor. I'll bring you a bundt cake.
How fucking creepy would it be if you wrote just like "Let's go Phoebe" and like put it in like your window, and she's just like
a big banner. Congrats.
Just like, you go, Phoebe.
You did it.
She walks out, you like salute her, and she's like, what the fuck? Calls the police immediately.
Yeah.
Dude, that's wild. One of the things that I've always like fascinated me is just like normal people's lives.
Yeah.
Because like somebody like living in like fucking Australia lives a vastly different life than like any of us.
So different.
Like, and I just love that. Like walking down the street being like, what is that guy's deal?
I know.
What's
the
going
story?
on? It's just so neat,
so
dude.
interesting, man.
It's so cool. And now we know Phoebe. And we can watch her meteoric rise to stardom.
We can watch her meteoric rise to stardom or her.
And this is proof. Yeah, that too. This is proof that you don't have to make it when you're in your 20s. You got plenty of time.
48 years old.
Dude.
Her birthday is in December. She'll be 49 this year.
And she's gonna fucking crush it, dude.
And she's gonna crush it. It's never too late to start.
It's never too late to fucking start.
And that's the motto, baby. That's the absolute Mateezy.
The Mateezy.
We wrap this up with a relationship advice. I don't know why he's yawning.
Dude, it's Sunday. Having a good old time.
We're having a grand old time, bro.
Dude.
Having a GOT. Having an absolute Game of Thrones.
I was just about to say, God damn it.
So this relationship advice is interesting because it kind of ties in with Miss Phoebe.
Oh, good. Let's go.
Hi. Hello. So my friend circle has a kind of odd problem on our hands. We're all college students or recent graduates.
And you're all fucking each other.
And have known each other. And we're all, I just don't know, should we thruple it? Should we thruple it?
Should we just all have like a weird gangbang?
What's
like
the deal?
What's going on here?
Like, should we move into a house in Hollywood together? And
do we all get married to each other? Like, the relationship house. It's just people in fucking, like, just normal people in relationships calling it the relationship house. Like, they're just normal people.
They're not even, like, polyamorous. They're just, like, in a relationship with one other person.
Yep.
They're like, this is a relationship house. We're like,
that's so funny, dude.
Cool.
Holy shit.
During that time, the friend in question has always seemed, quote, normal, whatever that means.
Not a good start.
She used to have normal Instagram profile, a few hundred followers, normal content, travel, snaps, pics of her dog, the works. 3 months ago, her follower count skyrocketed from about 450 to 7,500 overnight. I noticed, Messenger, something along the lines of, LOL, did you go viral? And she replied, appears so. Since then, we all noticed that the new accounts bear the hallmarks of being purchased bots. Their names are just random letters stuck together. They have no profile pictures. They all follow thousands of people while having no followers themselves, etc., etc., etc. Also, they don't engage with her posts, so now she has 7,500 followers and gets 20 to 30 likes per picture. There are a lot of pictures. Since the follower surge, she's taken to posting multiple times a day. Every outing with her descends into her making others take pictures of her for her Instagram. She photographs everything, with her now being an influencer, and she says she has to take Instagram seriously. She's starting to lose friends over this, as more casual acquaintances are not exactly happy about being an unpaid photographer, and her focus on social media is distracting.
Also, 7,500 Instagram followers does not make you an
influencer. Trust.
That's not
nope.
that.
Nope. Gentle conversations have been had, and they're met with defensive claims. I have to take this seriously. I have to treat it like my job, blah, 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 blah.
Do you, though?
People are like, have you noticed that a lot of your followers seem to be random accounts from India? She says, yeah, that's my main locale, lol. I know this is a weird situation, but we're all worried. Has anyone ever dealt with something similar and can offer advice? Blah, 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 blah. Interesting. All right. I will say that is probably an annoyance at best. But fuck her, let her do her thing. I don't care. Like, why do you care?
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, sure. Like, it's kind of annoying having your friend take pictures all the time and be like, oh, can you take, whatever.
But just have, like, a conversation about it.
Just be like, hey, like, yeah, I'm happy to take a picture of you, but, like, can we, like, hang out? You know, like...
Yeah. Like, you don't have to document everything. So, like, if it's starting to, like, piss your friends off, like... Sure, maybe that's an issue, but like you can just have a conversation about it.
Right.
And if she's not a shitty person, she'll be like, yeah, and be
like,
okay,
cool, yeah. But why do you care if she bought her followers?
Right. Who cares?
There's so many people here. But who cares? I mean, like, you know.
That's such like a nothing thing.
It's a weird thing to be concerned with.
It's
like,
it's
losing
like
friends. Bullshit.
Yeah, it's like a weird jealousy thing where it's like, sure, like yeah, maybe they bought their followers, fine, whatever. Maybe like you don't have that same kind of thing, whatever.
Right.
There's plenty of psychological evaluations we can make here.
Yeah.
We are not qualified to do that.
Sure. Not financial advice.
Yeah.
Not psychological advice.
Exactly. And like that's just who cares, man?
Who cares? Let her do her thing.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, like, yeah, it's kind of weird, but like.
Everything's weird in the beginning.
Everything's weird. Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
so yeah, if they're bots, then fuck it, whatever. Who cares? At least like it's not really impacting your life in any way.
Right. That's the thing. Like that. At best, at most, it's like annoying having to take pictures of your friend all the time. What do you do? They're your friend. Like,
right.
You're gonna
Exactly.
Let that get in the way of it?
Yeah. Like who doesn't take photos when you go do shit with your friends?
Right. I will admit it's kind of funny that this lady's like defending tooth and nail that they're like real followers. Like, just be like, yeah, I fucking bought my followers.
Yeah, dude, just
everyone knows it. Own it. Yeah, though. Yeah, India's like my main fan base for sure. I have like a big fan base.
Your
in India.
fan base? What do you do? That would
they just really love my like dog snaps. Like it's they
That's
like
so
my Snapchat filters. Our game is on fleek. So
it's on fleek. Oh my god.
The little like sparkly butterfly shit that I do with the filters on my face. It's cool.
Dude, the one that like adds just like hearts across here for some reason.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Dude, those filters are scary.
They
do
really
so
weird.
Much.
They're so strange.
So powerful.
They're so powerful. They turn you into a completely different person. Like they add you to a different species.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
What an interesting filter. And the last time I tried that filter, I woke up 6 days later. It's crazy.
It sucked me into the phone. I lived an entire lifetime. I had a family.
Wild. Yeah.
Came back and I was like, oh god.
Oh no. Did I see the future? Was this an alternate timeline?
Did I get abducted by aliens? What's going on?
Anyways, that's why I have 7,500 followers, because I was kind of an influencer in my phone life.
In my phone life.
When I was in the
phone, and they followed me.
They followed me literally. Like
they like follow all of us really, but like they only like choose the ones that they really like, and I was chosen. What can I say? And they're like, oh, dude, we cannot be friends with her anymore. We gotta leave. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Sure.
They look over.
Did you want the bottomless mimosas or no?
they like look at the doors and like they're all just like bolted like 3 times, and they're just like, oh no, fuck. They're like, this is it. We
gotta go,
dude. That's incredible. But yeah, man, who gives? Okay, first of all, hey man, if you buy your followers, just fucking own it. I'm sure most people buy some kind of followers. Just own it. Who cares? It's not bothering anybody else. It's not ruining your life. Move on. Right? Just be like, hey man, we don't really like this. We kind of feel that like you're being a little inconsiderate to us, and then they can be like, okay, I appreciate that. This is something that I do want to like put some effort into. I would appreciate some support, and then they can be like, yeah, okay, cool. Let's like try to work this out.
Right.
Boom. Resolution,
bing, bada boom, baby. That's on healthy communication. Period. That's what I'm saying.
Period.
So, anyways, that's that. I hope you learned something today. I hope you found your true selves, and I hope if you haven't found your true self yet, then I hope thousands of Instagram bots will do it for you.
And they'll open your third eye.
They'll open your third eye. They will drive to California and open your third eye at the Psychic Reading House down the street on Ventura.
And then you'll go surfing after.
And then you will hit the sickest Nar wave you have ever hit in your life.
And then you'll get 7,500 followers on Instagram. From the people on the beach, who are all named John 4837926.
No profile picture, 7,000 following, 0 followers. Instagram life, baby. I'm an influencer now.
I have unlocked the code. I understand how the world works now.
Oh my God.
Christ.
I think in binary. I have transcended.
Everything I see is in green numbers. For some reason.
Like The Matrix. You've seen the movie with Neo? With Mr. Reeves as Neo?
And I'm actually very scared. Please somebody help me.
Thank you for tuning in to episode number 48 of the Lunchtime Serenade podcast. We will see you next time.
Middle of the day. Middle of the week.
Peace.
We're just going to be some weird like Russian stars now.